Several hours to the east of Casablanca and high above the markets of Marrakesh lies a unique, untouched and beautiful landscape, Morocco's Atlas Mountains. They stretch more than 1,600 miles from the Atlantic Ocean all the way to Tunisia's Mediterranean coast. North of the mountains to the seas, there are rolling hills and lush farmland. To the south, Africa's vast Sahara Desert begins. There are several parallel ranges in the Atlas, but these snow-capped peaks, part of Morocco's high Atlas, are among Africa's tallest. This one, Mount Jebal, rises to over 4,100 meters, more than 2.5 miles high. It's one of the tallest on the continent. The local residents here, the Amazigh or the Berbers, are the original inhabitants of North Africa. Of Morocco's 33 million residents, at least 1/3 speak a dialect of Tamazigh, the Berbers' unique language. Like Arab Moroccans, most Berbers are Muslim, but their identity and heritage, from art to clothing to music, is unique. For the Berbers of Morocco's high Atlas, life in the mountains has always been about survival. Even far below the summits, winter times on these mountains can be extremely cold. There are few roads here. Most Berbers use mules to navigate the steep inclines. Many local residents measure distance by how long it takes them to walk to places. 3 hours, sometimes 3 days. There are few places to buy food or clothing here. So, rather than make shoppers come to the markets come to them. This is the Souk Khamis, or Thursday market, held each week in Noureddine, a small lakeside village at the base of the high Atlas. It moves to a different town each day of the week. Rashid Sultan is a local trekking guide. He comes here to buy fruits and vegetables.
Because normally every week there is a market, which is a souk. And then every day so they move from the village to other village, from the town to the other town.
It's not exactly Africa's most bustling market. But in this town, home to just dozens of families, the souk is one of the most important cultural events of the week. Each Thursday, vendors come early. They hoist their tents, set up makeshift stalls, and haul their wares out onto the muddy square. There's nothing you can't get here. Tangerines, winter coats, even second-hand shoes. This man, Abdallah, rode his trusty mule from a village over 5 kilometers away to sell salt. The souk is also a place to socialize, to see old friends over a shared bowl of stew, or perhaps fresh fish, buttered, deep-fried, and like everything else here, sold by weight. Shoppers plan carefully and stock up, because tomorrow the market will be gone until next week. Still, residents say they prefer the simplicity of life in the mountains.
It's better than city because in city there's a lot of noisy and a lot of cars also, pollution. But here is nice because it's quiet, fresh air, and also nice to be in the Atlas Mountains.
But traveling markets can only go so far. Just a short drive from the Noureddine, high into the Atlas, the road ends. The mountains are dotted with tiny Berber villages built into the side of the rock. For most, electricity and running water are modern luxuries that came within the past decade. Up here, far from the markets, villages have to be self-sustainable.